Hey, this is Awais with EMiniPlayer.net, and in this video I'm going to explain how to set up the EMiniPlayer zones on Thinkorswim. So to get started, first go to your My Computer and then your C drive and just create a folder called Zones. And from there, what you're going to do is download the file. It's going to be called EMiniPlayerZones.vbs, and it's going to be located right underneath the video that you're watching right now. So download that file and save it to the zones folder that you just created for this purpose, right? So it should look something like this. So on C drive, we've made a folder called zones, and in that folder, we've downloaded the EMiniPlayer zones file. Now, in order to get the zones plotted, you're going to have to download the daily zones file that's posted with the trade plan, right? So let's go ahead and flip over to the EMiniPlayer website and download the zones file for today. All right, so now we're looking at the trade plan for Tuesday, September 16th. That's when I'm recording this. And if we go lower, we can see that the zones file is located right here. So we're just going to click on this, download the file. There we go. Now we're going to copy this and paste it into that zones folder that we just made. All right, so now we're going to paste it here. And now in order to actually get the zones into Thinkorswim, what we're going to do is simply click on this file and drag it over the EMiniPlayer zones VB script file that you downloaded earlier, right? So simply drag it over, click open, and this should come up. All right. Now you're going to do Control A to select all the lines in here, or if you want, you can go in here and do select all, or just hit Control A on Windows. Then click on copy or Control C, right? And now let's actually switch back over to Thinkorswim. All right, so now we're going to go into Studies, Edit Studies, click on New, and let's just call this EMiniPlayer Zones. Delete this, and now we're going to paste all those lines that we copied just a minute ago, right? So you can click on Control V on your keyboard, or you can do right click and then click on paste, right? Click OK, click apply, and OK. And there we go. So now we have the zones for today on Thinkorswim. So we can see that, here's support, buyers active, and then as we go up, rotation at resistance, and so on, right? So this will plot the zones. So now going forward, what you're going to have to do is download the zones file for the current day every morning from the EMiniPlayer website, and then just repeat the process, right? Download it to your zones folder, drag it over that VB script file, right? So just click on the file, drag it over, that'll pop up a new window, click open, copy that code that's going to be in that window, come back, go to Studies, Edit Studies, go to EMiniPlayer Zones, click on Edit, select everything with Control A, delete it, and then just paste in the latest code. So it is a bit of a hack, and it's not, the kind of the easiest way to do it. But in Thinkorswim, this is kind of the only way that I've found this to work. Actually, another trader on the EMiniPlayer website is the person who sent me the code, and then I kind of tweaked it a bit. And it's provided here, of course, free of charge. Use it however you want. The only thing is that I'm not going to be able to provide any kind of support or tech support on this, right? I'm providing it just for anyone to use, but I'm not going to be available to deal with any tech issues or to go through and kind of get this thing set up on your computer, right? I simply don't really have the time for that kind of stuff. So I hope that this video provides enough instruction. If you have any questions, post them just on the post on the website right here underneath the video, and that way all those questions can be answered and archived, and instead of emailing me, just post it right there, and that way I can provide an answer, and it can help anyone else who comes back to this video down the road and wants to use this script. But overall the process is fairly straightforward. I think once you start doing it, shouldn't really take you more than 2 or 3 minutes to get the zones up on your chart. But the indicator itself does work well. it is nice to have everything plotted right onto the chart. And I think if you follow the process just a couple of times, you'll get a hang of it, and it's pretty straightforward. If you run into any issues, just kind of watch the video again. Make sure you're following all of those steps. But I think the process overall is fairly straightforward, and I hope this helps you in your trading.